Right, what are we up to now? Um, Still going through the the week of me taking most of the sessions, which is good. I'm getting to know the clients more, getting to know the space a bit better, and kind of how what would work, what wouldn't work with a new program. So that's good. I met up with someone yesterday as a fill-in PT, so I can bring on new people, which is really good because they applied months ago when I was looking for someone, and I just kind of touched base, and they're still keen on something. So that's good. Free. I didn't have to research for them or repay for ads, so that's always a win-win. Yeah, I'm trying to work out a Christmas party event for members. Something simple. Thinking something like bowling at the moment, just to kind of keep the engagement there, and then really just try to kind of get to meet people, try to build that community up a bit more. And there's other things I really should have done this way earlier with something simple like quiz night or anything basically. Um, this all helps to drive kind of engagement, community, and things like that. Um, yeah, so that's hopefully early December. I worked that out. I One interesting thing is my business loan with the previous owner. That was about 31,000 um, left, so over 2 years, pretty much. And so what I've done is actually gotten a personal loan to pay him out completely. And the reason I did that is because it's only over 2 years, and that amount, it actually works out to about $1,800 per month that I have to pay him, which is a huge amount of money, and it's really digging into any cash flow that I can create, and it's kind of bringing my profit base to zero because of that, because that's a lot of money to increase above kind of the baseline minimum that I need every month that's taken out, along with 2,800 with rent, and other things as well. So what I've done is kind of found a personal loan just to get enough and a little bit of a buffer to pay him off completely. So I'll pay him off completely very soon once I hit the minimum, the daily allowances. So hopefully tomorrow I can finish that off, which is really good. So then my new loan are basically the same value, a little bit more, but it's over, minimum term. I just put 5 years, but then I'm only paying $800 per month instead of 1,800. And yes, I'll probably might have to pay a little bit more in interest if I just do pay that off over 5 years. But it's kind of needed at this point to make sure the cash flow and the balances are working right and sustainable. But no, December and January are coming up, and there's definitely opportunity to get a lot of people to renew, and I'll be able to make like a lump sum payment of like 20,000, hopefully maybe even more, 20, 30,000, straight to that loan, and basically get it to zero. And then I've basically, in that way, I've reduced my monthly payment from 1,800 to 800 per month. But then also, if I do pay it off earlier, I basically just reduce any extra payments of interest over the time. So it's a win-win. I just needed to kind of work on finances just a bit unsustainable. Just that amount of money every month going to him, and especially this time of the year. So that's kind of where it's at right now. Yeah, I. That's the main thing. What I want to do is advertise for some advertisements in December, like a 2-for-1 couples membership. So if people sign up as a buddy or a couple, then they pay one membership price for both of them. So I think that's a pretty good deal, and I think that might hopefully capture people. I also want to, get some merch for people. I also want to do an open day. There's so many things going on, but the focus right now, it's making sure this Christmas party set up, and then working on the open day, mid to late December, just to have some people come in. So all with that, advertising, all that's kind of going on at the moment. Pretty hectic. But this is crunch time for the gym. This is December, January. This is the biggest time I could probably capture some new people. But good news is, 2 people who joined the trial, they're continuing over to the weekly membership. So that's really awesome. That's what I need. That's an extra $100 a week for both of them combined. And hopefully these 2 other guys who signed up, hopefully they're also keen to continue. So, yeah, that's how it's going. It's all going pretty good at the moment. Cash flow, money situation isn't where I want it to be at the moment, because the weekly kind of revenue and the monthly, just based on recurring, isn't really high enough to cover the stuff. But that will probably change in December with the change of personal loan and stuff from the business loan. So let's just keep going.